Have you ever imagined transforming your outdoor space into a haven of peace and tranquility? Imagine crafting a sanctuary that is uniquely yours, a Zen garden that breathes life into your surroundings. Zen Gardens originated in ancient Japan, offering a serene landscape that stimulates meditation and nurtures tranquility. Today, we're going to embark on a journey of transforming your outdoor space into a Zen garden. Today, you will learn how to create your own Zen garden and bring tranquility right to your doorstep. Opening. Zen Gardens, also known as Japanese rock gardens, have been around since the Heian period, offering a unique blend of simplicity and nature. Diving into the world of Zen Gardens, we find ourselves transported back to Japan's Heian era, where these tranquil spaces first sprouted. They were initially cultivated within the confines of Zen Buddhist temples, serving as an aid for meditation, a symbol of the natural world, and a testament to the beauty of minimalism. At the heart of Zen Gardens are four core elements: rocks, sand or gravel, plants, and water features. Each element carries a profound significance, contributing to the overall harmony and balance of the garden. Let's begin with rocks. The backbone of any Zen garden, rocks symbolize mountains or islands, embodying stability and permanence. They are carefully chosen for their shape, color, and size, then strategically placed to create an appealing landscape. Next, we have sand or gravel. These elements represent the sea or other vast expanses of space. The act of raking the sand into intricate patterns, often resembling rippling water, is a meditative practice in itself, promoting focus and mindfulness. Moving on to plants. While Zen gardens are typically sparse in vegetation, the chosen plants are meaningful. Mosses, for example, represent land, while evergreens symbolize the eternal cycle of life. The plants add a touch of color and vitality, softening the starkness of the rocks and sand. Lastly, water features. Although not always physically present, the essence of water is often implied in Zen gardens, either through the raked patterns in the sand or actual miniature water bodies. Water is a symbol of renewal, cleansing, and flow. Each of these elements, in its simplicity, plays a crucial role in creating a Zen garden's overall aesthetic of peace and tranquility. They work together to form a miniature, stylized landscape, encouraging contemplation and reflection. Closing. With these elements, you can create a harmonious and balanced Zen garden. The result? A personal haven of peace and simplicity right in your own backyard. Designing a Zen garden requires adherence to certain principles: simplicity, naturalness, and austerity. These are the guiding lights that lead us on our journey to creating an outdoor space that is a true refuge. Let's start with simplicity. In a world that is often too complicated, we yearn for things that are straightforward and uncomplicated. The same applies to Zen gardens. Simplicity is about reducing elements to their essential qualities. It's about creating a sense of peace and tranquility through minimalist design. A single rock, a patch of moss, a stretch of raked gravel, each of these can be a powerful statement of simplicity. Next, we have naturalness. This principle is about embracing the raw beauty of nature. It's about allowing the elements to exist in their natural state, free from excessive human intervention. For instance, rocks in a Zen garden are often left in their natural form, rather than being shaped or polished. Plants are chosen for their natural beauty and are allowed to grow in a way that is unhindered and authentic. The final principle is austerity. This is perhaps the most challenging to grasp. Austerity in Zen garden design means embracing the idea of less is more. It's about understanding that the absence of elements can be just as powerful as their presence. A Zen garden isn't cluttered with features. Instead, it's a carefully curated space where every element has a purpose and contributes to the overall sense of tranquility. These principles aren't just abstract concepts. They can be seen in every Zen garden, from the smallest backyard creations to the grandest temple gardens. They are the DNA of Zen garden design, the threads that weave together to create a tapestry of peace and tranquility. But it's important to remember these principles aren't rigid rules. They are guidelines that can be adapted to suit your personal taste and the unique characteristics of your outdoor space. After all, a Zen garden should be a reflection of your own journey to inner peace. With these principles, you can design a Zen garden that exudes peace and tranquility. Now let's delve into creating your Zen garden. The first step in your Zen journey is planning. Picture the space you have and visualize what you want to achieve. It's all about capturing the essence of nature, so think about the elements you want to incorporate. Perhaps you envision a tranquil pond, a bridge over a dry creek, or a serene path lined with moss-covered stones. Once you have a clear vision, it's time to sketch it out. Don't worry about being an artist. A simple layout of where you want each element to go will do the trick. Remember, the plan is a guide, not a blueprint. Feel free to adapt as you go along. The process should be organic and flexible. Next, it's time to gather your materials. Zen gardens rely on a few key elements: rocks, sand or gravel, and plants. Rocks are the heart of a Zen garden, symbolizing islands or mountains. Choose rocks of different sizes and shapes to add interest and depth. For sand or gravel, white or light gray creates a classic Zen look, but feel free to choose whatever resonates with your vision. When it comes to plants, simplicity is key. Moss, grass, and small shrubs are traditional choices, but the world is your garden, so choose what speaks to you. Now, with your plan and materials ready, it's time to roll up your sleeves and shape your landscape. Start by placing the rocks. These are the focal points of your garden. So take your time, turn each rock, feel its weight, and place it where it feels right. Once you're happy with your rocks, it's time to add the sand or gravel. Spread it around the rocks and throughout the garden. This represents water, and raking it into patterns will give the illusion of ripples in a pond. Finally, it's time to bring life into your garden with plants. Remember, less is more. A single well-placed shrub can have more impact than a dozen scattered randomly. So, plant with intention. After all the elements are in place, step back and observe. Feel the tranquility of the space you've created. It's not just about how it looks, but how it makes you feel. One last tip before we wrap up. Zen gardens are about balance and harmony. Don't strive for perfection. Embrace each rock's imperfections, each plant's uniqueness. Let nature be your guide and your garden will come alive. And voila, you have created your Zen garden. A Zen garden requires regular maintenance to preserve its beauty and tranquility. The artistry of a Zen garden lies in its simplicity, yet even simplicity needs attention. Let's delve into the key aspects of Zen garden upkeep. Firstly, let's talk about raking the gravel. This is not just a task, but a meditative practice. The gravel or sand in your Zen garden is meant to represent water, so raking it into wave-like patterns can provide a sense of calm and satisfaction. It's recommended to rake your gravel at least once a week, or after a windy day, to maintain its serene appearance. Moving on to the plants. Pruning is essential to keep them looking their best, and to prevent them from overshadowing your carefully arranged rocks. Prune your plants every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season, ensuring they maintain their intended shape and size. Water features, if you have them, will need to be kept clean and clear. Remove any fallen leaves or debris regularly, and refill the water as needed. It's these small touches that can make a big difference in the overall ambiance of your Zen garden. Finally, don't forget that a Zen garden is a reflection of the natural world. So, be observant of the changes in seasons and adjust your maintenance routine accordingly. With regular maintenance, your Zen garden will remain a haven of peace and simplicity. A Zen garden is more than just an outdoor space. It's a sanctuary, a haven of peace and simplicity. As we've walked through the journey of creating a Zen garden, we've seen the harmony that arises from the careful arrangement of rocks, the intricate patterns of raked gravel, and the tranquility offered by well-placed plants and water features. This is not just a garden, it's a living, breathing piece of art that encapsulates the principles of Zen Buddhism: simplicity, naturalness, and austerity. The beauty of a Zen garden lies not just in its visual appeal, but also in the spiritual connection it fosters with nature. Each element in the garden, whether it's a moss-covered rock or a gently swaying bamboo, invites you to pause, to breathe, and to reconnect with the world around you. It is a gentle reminder of the impermanence of life and the beauty of the present moment. Maintaining a Zen garden is a meditative practice in itself, a chance to find stillness in the midst of life's chaos. The act of raking the gravel or pruning the plants offers a unique opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and patience. So why not transform your outdoor space into a Zen garden? It's a journey worth embarking on. Thank you for joining us on this journey to creating a Zen garden. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Maybe share your own Zen garden experiences or plans. We look forward to hearing about your Zen garden adventures. Until next time, keep cultivating peace and simplicity.